Hey, I have learned a bit. If there is a red light, then you are out. So
Okay.
when you switch on and off, now it's still out, but when you control by yourself, if there is a red light, then you are muted.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
So I have to hit this one?
Yeah, if you want to go muted by yourself. So I switch you now on.
Welcome everyone to the Spring Ringette Lions Cup Tournament. Here we are, April 15th, 2023. The two teams scoring off today, the Blue Rings Rockets in their traditional black jerseys, and the Buffalo Plains Impact in their white jerseys. Now, Buffalo Plains is the name of the Ringette division. The team name is Impact. Buffalo Plains is the area immediately east of Regina, Saskatchewan. Regina is the capital of Saskatchewan. The communities to the east of Regina are White City, Emerald Park, Balgonie, Pilot Butte, and Edenwold. Now that area has those four towns, as I mentioned, and that's where these girls are from. The Blue Rings Rockets are from Kirava, Finland. Kirava is very close to Tuusula. That's where we're playing right now. Once again, back in Tuusula. Beautiful facility. And the local team for Tuusula is the Blue Rings. But on the website, Kirava is the town, about 7 kilometers east and slightly north of where we are right now. Well, of course, action is underway. Let's talk about the game here as Bunnell feeds it up to Felski. Felski now feeds it up to Patterson. Patterson with the ring, stabs it nicely and drops it back for Felski. Felski trying to find some open ice, fires just wide. Patterson picks up, has 3 seconds to make a shot, and does. That's a shot apiece so far for both teams. One for Patterson, one on Felski. Blue Rings has it now. That's number 10. 10 feeds it up to number 16 for the Blue Rings. 16 gets a shot off. Felski makes a save. That's Peyton Felski. Sister Jordan Felski's number 66. Peyton Felski, goalie, number 31. Dessa Cook, number 99, tries to feed the ring up the ice, but instead shovels it over the blue line for both sides. Blue Rings Rockets maintain possession in their offensive zone. Free play is broken up by Chorney. Chorney with the ring. Chorney shovels it down the ice. 2-line pass. Cook's going to try and check it off the Blue Rings players. The Blue Rings players perfectly positions herself to get that ring, but a second Mirage joins in the fray to keep the ring. Still jostling for it. Blue Rings comes out with it, but draws an interference penalty. The first penalty of the game at 2:26 into the game. 2:27 on the clock. First period. Blue Rings open up the penalties. That's number 16 going to the box, Kiara Federley. Kiara Federley with the Blue Rings Rockets heads to the box for 2 minutes to think about that interference call. 2:27 into the first period. Mark Mraz DJing once again. Best in the world, Mark Mraz. Kiara Federley. That's the penalties too. Sophie Reed tried to get in the way of that pass, but it makes it across the number 98 for the Blue Rings. Blue Rings shoots. Felsky makes the save. And Peyton Felsky just says, I'm going to hold on to that one as opposed to trying to get back into position. Blue Rings Rockets maintain possession shorthanded. Minute 36 into the first penalty. Oh, minute 36 to go for the first penalty. Number 26 fires. Glove save. Reed has it. Reed sends it off the boards to Patterson. It hits the official. Doesn't go where it was intended to go, and now there's a scrum for it. Number 23 makes it over the line, but McBain's on the other side waiting for it. McBain sends it back down to Patterson. Patterson has it this time for sure. Sends it back to McBain, and then back up to Patterson. Patterson going to the far side, leaves it for Kirkham. Kirkham tries to break through, circles back, tries to muscle her way through, but gets separated from the ring. Picard then tackles the Blue Rings player to give Impact their first penalty of the game. So it'll be 4-on-4 for the next 50 seconds. 50 seconds remaining in the Blue Ring Rockets penalty, and the fresh penalty at 3:37 into the first period for Addison Picard, number 3 with Impact. Oh, that was looks like a body was this thing, a body contact on Picard. Oh my. They flashed 5 minutes on the board for a second there. I think that was a typo. Yes, it was a typo. 2 minutes, 2-minute penalty. 50 seconds of 4-on-4. 16:46 for the Blue Rockets has the ring. That's Lino Kinolinen, who gets checked off the ring by Fernandez. Fernandez trying to maneuver her away with 2 players draped all over, and they do successfully strip her from it. That's number 23, skates away with it. Laura Newtonen. Laura Newtonen sends it across, number 46. It gets tackled off the ring by Benal, and Fernandez comes in there to scoop it forward to Felsky, but ends up in number 37 with the Blue Rockets. Blue Rings Rockets. Elder has it now. Pass intercepted from Elder by number 98. Virja Tikkanen. Hard shot, but high and wide. Elder now gets the rebound. Gets checked off the ring. Chorney's there to back up Elder. Comes out with it. Sends it into the skates, but manages to get its way through to Bunnell, who fights her way through, but not quite enough. Chorney struggling to keep it in, manages to get into the offensive zone. The Blue Rings Rockets keeping the pressure on. 30 seconds left in Picard's penalty. Mayer sends it up, where the Blue Ring Rockets intercept. 98 with the Rockets, fires right into the chin of Felsky. So far, it's been all Rockets. 5 shots versus the 1. Number 26 now with it. 26 fires. Still with possession. Centering pass. Sneaks by. And Chorney falls on, jumps on it. Oh, Picard getting fancy. Tried both back and forth pass. Didn't work out quite well. It's a two-line. So it'll be the Rockets' possession back in center ice. 5:48 the first period. Both penalties are now over. Back to 5-on-5 Ringette. Rockets number 23 fires. Falski with the save. That's seventh shot. Seventh shot for the Blue Rings. Patterson sends it far side to Kirkham. Kirkham, had a rebound. I think it was hit a defensive player. Almost had a chance there. The Rockets now clear it. Patterson jumps on it, sends that to Mraz. Mraz didn't see it, now has it. Mraz gets around the net, drop pass to Patterson. Patterson has to break and find it again. Patterson with it. Wobbly shot that was partially blocked. Managed by the Rockets goalie. Rockets muscling its way out. Over the blue line to number 16. 16 has a couple options to pass to. Chooses number 23 who fires. Falski makes a save. Falski tosses it to Mraz. Fernandez calling for it. Was looking right as the pass went left. Back to the Rockets. Rockets 34 fires from outside the Ringette line. Falski manages that easily. Gives it to McBain. McBain to Banal. Banal getting hooked a little bit there. No call. Falski with it now. Falski gets it up to Cook. Cook has a lot of Rocket players between her and the goalie, so she waits patiently for Falski to get it. Now McBain's in the offensive zone. Delayed penalty call. Impact goalie on the bench. 4 in at the moment. Arm still up. And there's the whistle. That's a hooking call. 7:43 into the first period. Who's getting the hooking? I'll get a good view of the numbers. The penalty box for the Blue Rings Rockets is right in front of me. That's number 24. 24. Michaela Miyamoto. Again, I apologize if I'm mispronouncing the names. Fernandez with the ring, free play. Power play for Impact, gives it to Falski. Falski spins. Gets a slow shot off, managed by the Rockets goalie. Rockets dancing their way out, but neat check by Falski, picked up by Fernandez. Fernandez sends it back to Falski. Falski couldn't quite manage the pass quickly enough to get a shot off. Still fighting with the ring. Rockets defense in perfect position. Falski gets a shot off, but it goes high into the corner. Rockets with it, with Fernandez and Falski draped all over her, and they do manage to stop forward progress from the Rockets. Possession goes back to Impact in the offensive zone. 8:23 now into the first period. 1 minute, 21 seconds left on Miyamoto's penalty. Chorney drops it back to Patterson. Patterson fires high. Picard picks it up, mishandles it, has backup, but forward progress is off. No, that was Patterson that jumped in to help to stop the Rockets' forward progress, so Impact maintains possession. Chorney fires it to free play to Patterson. Patterson does the drop pass, but Chorney was not where they expected her to be. And we're going to be going to 4-on-4. Penalty coming up to Impact. Looks like another trip to the box for Picard. 2 penalties for Picard already in this game. All right, neutral zone. Oh boy, got pushed in the back there. Chorney was looking for the call, none coming. Blue Rings was about to fire, but Bain just gets it away. Oh, nifty play by number 26 for the Rockets. That's Mally Lethinius, who slides in there. No, that was another Rockets player to shoot it right into the belly of Felski, who manages it. Now it's back the way. Now 2 seconds left in the Rockets. The Blue Rings Rockets penalty, and there goes Miyamoto, number 24, back out to her bench. It's now a power play for the Blue Rings Rockets. 5-on-4. Impact with the ring now. That's Bunnell, sends it up to Chorney. Chorney just dumps it down the ice, looking for a line change. Both Patterson and Chorney racing to the bench. 2 fresh sets of legs come out. Bunnell on defense, Elders out there. Kirkham goes to center and gets in the way of that shot. Felski manages nicely. Miraz with Bunnell. Bunnell sends it far side to Kirkham. Kirkham gets it to Miraz. Backhand shot goes high. They're having a hard time hitting the net so far. I think there's been 6 or 7 shot attempts that it went high or wide, and only 1 shot on net so far. That was Patterson's shot earlier in the game. Number 28 trying to break through the impact D, gets checked off the ring. Rockets still with it. 6 seconds on the shot clock. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and there goes the shot clock. 11:06 into the first period. Again, we'll do 2 20-minute periods for these tournament games. This is Impact Game 2 in the tournament. Cook has it. Cook sends it back to Miraz. Miraz sends it far side to Fernandez. Fernandez has to go back to retrieve it. Now muscles their way over to across. Gets checked off the ring and retrieves it again. And managed to get a shot off at very close range. Mayer picks it up in neutral ice as the Rockets are trying to clear. Oh, nice job by number 37 with the Rockets to get it up to 22. It was checked off 22 in the neutral zone. Fernandez had that. Sent it over to Chorney, who fires. Another shot for Chorney. Well, there's a few more shots for Impact now. It's up to 3. And 23 comes looking like very determined to get it there, but it was eventually checked off the ring by Fernandez. Chorney now gets checks it over the blue line. Felski chasing after it. Jordan Felski doesn't quite manage it. Number 26 of the Rockets has it now. 26 fires wide. 24 tried to retrieve that, but it's Impact's Mayer who has it instead. Mayer sends it over the boards to Felski. Felski plays it, gets it. Was held up slightly there. No call. 26 with the blockage. 26 tries to feed across the perfect post pass, but Bunnell got our stick down to prevent that from going through. Bunnell sends it across to Patterson. Patterson has it, drops it back to Felski. Back up to Patterson. Sends it far side to Chorney. Chorney takes the shot. Goalie had to make the save on that one. It was an awkward angle shot. Could have been screened. Wasn't. Goalie makes a save. Rockets have it now. That's number 40. Back to 27. Patterson, 7. Speeds up to Kirkham, who had a chance. Bit of a breakaway there. Rockets advancing it forward. And Kirkham's going to be going to the bench. Delayed penalty. Nope. Yep. Well, the score sheet activity so far is all penalties.
Impact penalty number 3, Rick Kirkland, score 40.
That Kirkham had the boarding penalty. It's 2 minutes, or at 13:54 of the first period, a minute 44 in Kirkham's penalty. Rockets have it now. That's 22, getting flanked by number 16. They try to thread the needle, but instead Fernandez says, I'll take that ring and send it down the ice. 2-line pass as number 37 and number 34 for the Rockets goes to retrieve it with Elder chasing. No, that's Picard chasing. Picard, Fernandez tries to prevent it in the neutral zone. Elder ends up getting there. Moraz jumps forward to try and get that ring. Elder jumps back in to get it. Impact's making a line change as the ring goes flying high down the ice. Moraz still chasing after it. Hustling her way back. Blue Rings advance it down the ice. Nice passing through the neutral zone by number 16 all the way up to number 23. Gets checked off the ring. Moraz is right there but couldn't touch it because that'd be the fourth player in. 23 at the Rockets has it. Glides across. Splits the D. Falski jumps out to make the save. Well, by my count, that was 12 shots against Impact and 5 shots against the Rockets. The Blue Rings Rockets. It's been a quiet first period other than the handful of penalties. One for the Rockets and 3 for Impact. 98 leaves it for number 23 who makes a shot, and Falski makes a save. There is some holding happening there, some hooking, but no call. They're letting them play. McBain has the ring now. McBain's looking. Got her pocket picked, but Reed was there to back her up. Chorney with it now. Chorney gonna shovel it down. It goes on net. Technically a shot, and I'll mark it as such. Ring sit in front of the Rockets goalie. Falski's out there now with Cook. Cook sends it across to Chorney. Chorney has a chance. Goalie is in perfect position. Makes the save. Another shot. That was by Cook. And now from Falski, but that one went wide. Chorney still with the ring. Takes another shot. Another save. Well, an Impact player must have gone through the goalie crease because it is now a goalie ring. And the goalie tosses it out to her teammate. That was 26, who put it to 24. But Picard checked her off that and then went and got the ring. Picard has it now. Picard found Falski wide open on the post. And Falski makes no mistake. Instantly fires it in. At 16:43 in the first period. The first goal of the game goes to Jordan Falski, number 66. Well executed. Those are the super hard saves to make when you find somebody wide open on the post like that. 98 for the Rockets has it now. Let's see how the Rockets respond. Driving all the way to the net. Fires it. Quick shot right after following that goal. Elder with it now. Elder sends it down the boards to Picard. Picard gets to it. Sees Falski. Just behind Falski. Can't quite get it. Rockets have it. Rockets using body positioning well. That was 34 to 22. 22 fires. Oh, boy. Falski got a glove on it. It went high. It looked like it might have just floated right in, but it went high enough to go on top. Patterson has almost had a breakaway. Instead, it sails all the way to the goalie, who sticks it out. That was a 2-line pass. I'm surprised that... Wow. Okay, Falski makes the save. And checked away by Fernandez, sends it up to Mraz. Mraz finds Patterson. Patterson with it now. Defense closing in. Patterson makes the shot. Rockets with it now. 18:02 into the first period. So just under 2 minutes left to go. Reed with the ring. Impact making a line change. The ring almost made it over the blue line, but kept in wisely by number 16 with the Rockets. Ring was cleared to center ice, but 27 with the Rockets well positioned to make that pass down. Makes it eventually to number 24. He has the number 16. There was somebody available on the post, but that pass is interrupted by Mayer. Mayer sticking close, preventing anything from happening other than a pass. 24 now with it. 9 seconds left on the shot clock. 24 fires, but is blocked. Crookham waiting at the ringette line and has it, sends it up to Cook. Cook almost had it, but the Blue Rings checked it off and sent it back. Mayer steps up to block that pass and send it back over the blue line as the Rockets reset and now back in the offensive zone. That's 23. 23 showing a lot of fancy moves. A little bit of jostling happening right now as waiting for the 5-second count to come down. Well, the Impact and the Blue Rings Rockets did play each other once before. It was an exhibition game on Wednesday night. There was they played 3 12-minute periods and then a fourth period for almost 8 minutes when time expired, with the Rockets taking that one 4-3. Number 40 with the Rockets has the free play. Drop pass back to number 40 from number 98. Benell's waiting for that one, and she just takes that ring, skates down with it to Cook. Cook sends it up to Felsky. Cook with it now. Cook drops it back to Kirkham. Kirkham tries to break through the triangle. Triangle held firm. Blue Rings have the rocket. Blue Rings have the ring. Fire down the ice. Kirkham was in position waiting for that one. Makes it over the line. Where Cook touches it. And Kirkham gets it. Kirkham sends it to Felsky, who was once again on the post, but it was just a little too hard of a pass. And that's the end of the first period. That was a back and forth battle resulting in one goal. Well, at the half, shots on net. So shots on the shots the Blue Rings Rockets took. There was 19 shots, so that's 19 saves for number 31 Peyton Felsky. Shots on that the Impact took on and saves made by the Blue Rings Rockets. There's 15 saves made on 16 shots for that score of 1-0 at the half. I believe it was one penalty for the Blue Rings. 3 penalties.
That's the goalie. Paavola, she's the goalie.
All right. The Blue Rings Rockets goalie making 15 saves was number 18, Emily Paavola. Paavola with 15 saves, and I believe she's returning back to the net. She's in net now. Impact with the ring. Gets it on to Picard. Checked off the ring. Blue Rings have it. Number 24. 24 sends it to number 23. 23 taps it with the support. Try to center that ring. But Elder intercepts, sends up to Fernandez. Fernandez quickly before she passed the blue line just fires it in. Picard chasing now. As Picard and the Blue Rings players glide together. And Falski makes a save on a nice shot from the Blue Rings. Up the ice it goes. That was Mayer to Patterson. Patterson to Mraz. Mraz behind the net. Tries to center it up, but it was just a little too far past the net. Intercepted. And Patterson is going to be going to the box with a hooking. Waiting for the motion. And that is indeed the motion. Number 7, Jetta Patterson. Hooking penalty. 1 minute and 2 seconds into the second period. Huh. Oh. Blue Rings with it now. Managing it really well in their offensive zone. Managed it well, except for, of course, the shot clock expiring. So that'll be in. Oh no. That was an interference call. Sophie Reed going to the box for a number 22 for Impact, going for the box for interference. This is a 5-on-3 for the Blue Rings against Impact. McBain tries to send it down, but it gets stick down by the Rockets to prevent that from going any further. McBain does muscle it back across to neutral ice, where it's picked up once again. McBain and Bunnell on defense, as Kirkham can do nothing but stand at the ringette line until they manage to get it past that point. McBain sticking close to that player, really committed. They drop past it, 12 seconds left in the shot clock. Felski has to reach up to make that save. Shot clock resets. Blue Rings have a chance to set up here. And they are. 23 has it, fires. Almost a screenshot. Felski makes the butterfly save. Blue Rings with the ring once again. 37 seconds left in Patterson's penalty. Number 23 with the Rockets has it. 23 makes a shot. McBain has it. McBain tries to skate it up. Kirkham has it. Kirkham makes no mistakes and fires it way down. That gives a chance for Impact to change. There's 17 seconds left in Patterson's penalty. Number 23 with the Rockets has it. Sends it to number 40. Back to 23. 23 muscling through. Try to will that ring through, but Elder's will was equally strong. Forward progress to stop. Peyton Felski, the goalie, has it in her hands. Tosses it high to Chorney, who sends it down the ice, killing Patterson's penalty as Patterson hustles her way to the bench so that Cook can come on. 46 with the Rockets has it now. 46 gets it to 16. 16 back across to 40. Pass goes a little wide. 40 goes back to retrieve it. We've got 3 defenders now in position. Felski makes a save. Felski tries to make the toss. Boy, the Blue Rings are all over it. And come out with it. That's 46 who gets checked off the ring. Well, at 3:42 into the second period, Impact has yet to make a shot on net. Chorney has it to Felski. Felski, drop pass back to Elder. Elder feeds it up to Felski, who fires it right onto the side of the net. Well, a shot beside the net is not a shot on net, so still no shots for Impact in the second period. 3:58 to the second period. All the penalties are cleared. Bunnell with the ring. Bunnell muscles it down the ice. Finds Chorney. Chorney looking. Got Felski available. Got Cook available. Chorney still with it. Oh, gets checked off the ring. Number 23 has it. I think it was checked off the ring by number 98. But McBain steps into that pass, brings it back up to Felski. Felski sends it across to Chorney. Chorney has to go back to get it. Cook runs right into a player. Trying to clear the ring, but it hit the skates of number 23. Felski has it. Got it held up there. And the arm is up. That penalty is to number 23, Laura Newtonen. I believe that was 2 minutes for interference. It's a 4:48 into the second period. .66, Felski with it. Felski sends it to the far side to Patterson and makes a quick shot. I believe that's the very first shot on net for Impact in the second period. Goalie was ready for that post pass. Patterson with it again. After a lot of activity, a lot of bodies, Patterson just hangs on to it so that her teammates can get reset. Oh, boy. Fernandez made a perfect pass to McBain and had an opportunity there. It's hard to stab that and make a one-timer. McBain was perfectly positioned. Boy, the play is getting a little rough now. They really want to give the ring to the other player, but nobody will touch it. They know they don't want a 5-on-3, so they're not going to touch the ring. So I guess they got to play. And now they touch the ring. That's number 98 that touches the ring. 47 seconds left in the Blue Rings Rockets penalty. It's getting a little exciting here. A lot of activity. That penalty is going to number 34, Ilona Hartaja. I think Mark Moraz announced in the game will get, that's an interference penalty. 47 seconds worth of 5-on-3. I don't think I've seen that before. A little bit of hot potato with that ring. 5-on-3. That Kirkham, oh, nice stick down. That was textbook. That's exactly how you do it. Sends it down the ice, and then gets chased after. Impact has to reset. Fernandez, again, perfect sticks down and down the ice again. Wow, they got some great penalty killers on the ice right now, the Rockets do. See if the Impact can find stride. Kirkham sends to Patterson. Patterson now has it. Now they can get set up. They get it across. Patterson to Kirkham. Kirkham. Uh-oh, Patterson has to hit the brakes, sends it. Oh, that was a bit of a high stick, not called. Checked off the ring. 98, one of the penalties now clear. 23 comes out of the box. It's now 5-on-4, and it'll be 4-on-4 as soon as they touch the ring. Impact does, and that does it. 1 minute left in the penalty, remaining penalty for the Rockets, and I believe that is Moraz in the box for hooking. 2 minutes for hooking for Moraz. 7:03 into the second period. Wow, that 5-on-3 did not go according to plan for Impact, but certainly went according to plan for the Rockets, as they managed to get their sticks down and fired down the ice a couple times and just got in the way of everything. That's how you do defense. 43 with it, sends it to center, and Cook just sends it right back down the ice and then chases after it. 21 has it now. Cook and chase to center ice. 46 has it. Oh boy, had a shot. Didn't take it. Now they do. Rocket still with it. That's a correction. It's a 4-on-3 right now for the next 20 seconds as Mayer is also in the box. Ryan Mayer, number 9 for Impact. So with Mayer in the box as well. Poking a lot of holes, or trying to, into Peyton Falsky, who's holding firm. Another chance here. Reed's muscling way through that. The last penalty for the Rockets is now clear. Blue Rings is now 5-on-3. Sends it back to 46. 46 trying to line up a shot. Falsky takes that and sends it down to Cook. Cook has it. Just get it down, and she does. That allows a quick line change for fresh legs as Bunnell and Elder come flying off the bench. Elder then checks off the ring, sends it down 2 lines. 28 seconds left in both Mayer's and Mraz's penalties. Picard's out there. I think that's a 2-line pass. Must carry it over the blue line as the rain goes all the way down to the offensive zone for Impact. Elder, who normally plays D, will be double duty. And Falsky. They'll probably want to just skate around for the next 17 seconds as they try to kill both Mayer's and Mraz's penalty. And that's exactly what she's doing. 9 seconds left. Still skating circles. Falsky. 5 seconds. 4. Lots of time. That worked. That strategy paid off as both Mayer and Mraz come flying out. And now she tries to fire, but 1 versus 3 is hard to get a shot through, and the Rockets managed that one nicely. It's 98, sends it up to 24. 24 fires high. Bunnell tries to jump on it, but just misses the ring. Rockets have it, and then Bunnell intercepts the pass. Now she has 4 teammates on the ice to pass to, finds one of them. That was Chorney, but Chorney skated right by it, goes back to check it. 24 has it now. 24 sends it up. Patterson intercepts, and they dump it down the ice again.
I hear you all
Oh boy, Patterson had a chance. Just right in front there. That was only the second shot on net by my count, both by Patterson in the second half. Rockets have just been playing strong D. Bunnell has it, sends it up to Patterson. Patterson gets a fresh player, teammate to pass to. That's Kirkham. Kirkham's going to try and center it. Fires it. There's a third shot. Rockets send it up to 40 to 72. 72 fires. Falsky swallows it up. Sends it down. Tosses the ring. That went to Kirkham. Kirkham to Mraz. Mraz back to Kirkham. Kirkham making some moves. Firing it to Mraz. Mraz was on the post. Have to go back and retrieve it now. Has a Rockets player all over her. Tries to muscle it forward. Cook comes in support. Now has the ring. Cook right in the middle. Fires it wide. Oh, was that a save? It looks like the shot clock reset. Rockets with it now. Number 98. 98 centering. They're looking like they're in position. Sends it back to, that's 24. 24 back to 98. 98 tries to muscle her way past Reed. Reed presses her off the ring, but the Rings maintain possession, the Blue Rings do. Oh, spins the fire. Checked off the ring. Cook has it. Sends it down. Fernandez quickly stabs it to Picard. Picard tried to get a stick on it, but the stick went flying. Fernandez races back in there, checks off the ring. Rockets maintain possession. Shot fired, but right into McBain. It was the block shot. Boy, they're getting physical now. Fernandez has it. Gets up to Felski. Felski sends it down to Picard. Picard drops it back for Felski. Felski sends it in for McBain. Delayed penalty, 4 in. And that delayed penalty comes to conclusion. Looks like a tripping call. Tripping call to number 34. .12:21 into the second period. 2 minutes on the board for number 34. Alona Hataja. Patterson with it, drops back to Chorney. Lona Hatkia. That's 2 minutes for interference. 12:37 now into the second period. Lots of time, ice time left, so we'll be able to conclude this period, I believe. Impact stops forward progress, so they maintain possession on the power play, 5-on-4. The Blue Rings Rockets have certainly had tight defense, not many shots. Patterson and Felski and Chorney will try to change that. Felski has the ring. Patterson with it now. Sends it up to Chorney. Chorney sets and fires, but it goes wide. Patterson jumps on the rebound. Tries to. The Rockets have it. Rockets in at center ice. Still on center ice. Chorney gets back after it. Rockets maintain possession. That's number 98. Gets checked off it, but again gets support from 21, who sends it back up to 98. 98 almost splits the D, but Benz doesn't break. Mayer, stick down. In chase. Got Mayer and Elder playing D right now for Impact. Gets outside the free play. Shot is made. Save is made. Felski has it. Gloves it down the ice to Kirkham. Kirkham sends it far side. Nobody was there except for the Rockets player, number 37, who sends it up to 24. 24 at the backhand. And it finds a home. 31 seconds left in the Rockets penalty. That's a shorthanded goal at 13:50 of the second period with 31 seconds left. Well, we're dancing to that one. We're tied at 1. That was an unassisted goal, credited to number 24, Tequila Miyamoto. Cook with it now at center ice. Cook sends it up to Fernandez. Fernandez picks it up quickly, spins, dekes, doodles, still has it, still deking. Fires it to Picard, who fires it right into the pad. Almost a beautiful play set up there, but Impact maintains possession. Cook with it now. Cook drops it back to Fernandez. Fernandez had some space. Yeah! That tie didn't last too long as, boy, every shot is hard to come by. Beautifully set up. Picard muscles it, wills it into the back of the net. It's now 2-1 at 14:43. I can see Hudson Picard racing up and down the sideline with the Canadian flag. Hudson Picard, younger brother of Addison Picard, traveling all this way to cheer on his sister and his team. And her team. 14:43 into the second period. 5 minutes left in regulation time. And 18 minutes left in ice time, so we should be in good shape. Rockets with it now. 98 cents of 34. 34 takes a shot. Blocked. Cook and Fernandez gets assist on that Picard goal. Oh, wow. That was a slam into the board. No call. Everybody's okay. Or is there a call? Nope. 15:09 now, the second period. Elders taking the free play for Impact. She had a few options to her left, and she chose one of them, which was Reed. Reed then goes to the far side to Chorney. Chorney finds center ice, skates across to the far side, and then circles behind the net. A lot of movement. They weren't looking for a post pass. It was just nobody's there. Now Rockets has possessions. 46 sends it up to 40. And they all fall down. Elder then comes in to take the ring away. Elder finds, is that Chorney? Who sends it back to Elder. Who sends it back to Chorney. Who sends it to Miraz. And the Rockets check it away and get possession. It's number 16 with the Rockets, getting some speed up because there's a 26. He sends it to 24. And then Kirkham checks it off that and sends it to McBain. McBain shovels it down. Almost. Yeah, it does make it over the blue line where Patterson has it. Centers it, but the closest player was the Rockets, number 24. He sends it to 72. Sends it back to 74. Who makes a shot? Blocker save by Felski. 16:38 now. And that'll be Felski's ring as they fight to get possession. 3 minutes and 21 seconds left in regulation time. Glove down to Picard. He gets checked off the ring. Rockets have it wide open. And wow. I don't know how Felski got a glove on that. But she did, and makes the save. But I believe that's penalty number 3 for Picard heading to the box. That might be unsportsmanlike. Well, 3 minutes and 7 seconds left in the game. 2 of those minutes, Impact will be shorthanded unless something else happens to change that. Number 24 with the ring now for the Rockets. That's Michaela Minamoto. I sure wish I was pronouncing her name properly. Who has a goal. Has their only goal so far. Potent player, number 24, with the ring. Looked like she went in a pass. Nice drop pass. Oh, pardon me, that was not unsportsmanlike. That was delay of game. Delay of game, 2 minutes for Picard. That might have been a 4-in scenario. Oh, nicely intercepted by Patterson, who gets it up to Fernandez, who somehow manages to stab that ring. They're trying to keep it into the offensive zone as much as they can. Impact is, that is. So Patterson and Fernandez chasing. But they muscle it, the Rockets muscle across to number 24, sends it up to 98. 98 with some speed, tries to get by Elder, but Elder pushes her wide. Fernandez and Elder in position with Bunnell. Block shot, scooped up by Felski, who drops it for Elder, who sails it down the ice over to blue lines for the Rockets to retrieve, who sends it back to the near side to number 24. 24 sends it down the ice to, I think that's 16. They're getting set up. Shot went wide. Elder with it, trying to send it down the ice, gets it to Cook, almost. Back and forth it goes. Number 40 with it now. Checked out the ring. A lot of motion happening. But it was in the crease. Felski looking to pass it somewhere. Oh, just gets it out with the second left. And Cook sends it down the ice. Cook can chase now. They're making a line change. Impact's making a line change. Reed's out there now with McBain on D. Reed nicks it forward to Cook. Cook then checks it away, has it, gets checked off the ring. 16 with the Rockets has it. Chorney comes flying in from behind to tries to check it away, but it gets centered. McBain gets in the way of that centering pass. Sends it up the ice to Felski. Felski with it now. Felski looking for somebody to pass to. Miraz flies out there, calls for the ring, gets the ring, now has the ring, sends it back to Felski. Oh no, Felski lost it in her skates. The Rockets have it. 42 seconds left in the game. 43 sends it up to 24. 24 fires. Felski makes the save. They send it up the ice. Felski chasing after it, doesn't quite manage it. It's there for the taking for McBain, who makes no mistakes and sends it down 2 lines. 22 seconds left. Miraz chasing. Doesn't get there in time. South center ice for number 24. 24 gets checked off the ring by Chorney, and then Felski retrieves it, sends it back down the ice. 9 seconds left. This is the final push. 26 has it, fires it. Whew. From this angle, it looked like it might have went in. Oh boy, was that a tight game. Well, it was 4-3 last time these teams met. 1 goal difference, and this time it was 2-1. 1 goal difference. That was a heart stopper. That was a physical game. That was the most physical game I think we've seen since arriving in Finland for Team Impact. All right, well, shots on net. Shots on the Rockets. There was 7 shots, 6 saves. Shots on Impact. There was 21 shots, 20 saves. Boy, the Rockets sure had a lot of shots. They didn't hesitate to take their opportunities, that's for sure. Peyton Felski was on fire for that one. It's always great to see them all coming together at the end of the game. There was a lot of chippiness throughout the game, that's for dang sure. And but them all coming together like this is a pleasure to see. Following this game, the Lions Cup tournament with 2 teams from Regina, the Regina area, Regina, Saskatchewan. That's a prairie province in Western Canada. I would like to say that, of course, any team from this area, any team from Finland that ever wants to come for a ringette tournament in Saskatchewan, in the Regina area, we host several each year. In fact, Regina is currently hosting the Canadian Ringette Championships this very weekend, with 49 teams from Prince Edward Island all the way to British Columbia participating. But we would love to have any team from Finland to come to our tournament. We would certainly, the registration fees would naturally be waived. We'd just love to have you, so that'd be a free entry, and we'd work hard to get you hotel sponsorship to make it as affordable as possible. And that concludes today's game, 2-1. Two more games tomorrow to conclude the Lions Cup.